Only those who can unlock the mechanism lock are eligible to marry the girl. On the night before choosing her husband, she secretly changed the unlocking sequence of the mechanism lock. She was reborn with memories of her previous life and was determined not to repeat the same mistakes. In her previous life, to marry the Crown Prince, she told him the method to unlock the mechanism in advance. With the help of the mechanism technique, the Crown Prince achieved numerous military successes and ascended the throne. However, to avenge his beloved woman, he destroyed the girl's family on the charge of collaborating with the enemy and betraying the country. Before her death, it was the 8th prince, who she had always disliked, who rushed out to protect her. In the end, both of them died with hatred. Reborn on the day of choosing her husband, she changed the sequence of the mechanism lock. In the palace hall, none of the princes could unlock the mechanism and complained about its high difficulty. At this time, the Crown Prince entered the palace with his beloved woman and asked the emperor to grant them a marriage. He even humiliated the girl, saying that if she insisted on pestering him, she could only be his concubine. Knowing the importance of the mechanism technique, the emperor refused the Crown Prince's unreasonable request. The Crown Prince then proposed to marry both women as his official wives. Relying on his memories of rebirth, the Crown Prince confidently stepped forward to unlock the mechanism, but made no progress because the sequence had been changed. Everyone discussed that the girl was deliberately humiliating the princes, but she mentioned the absent 8th prince. The emperor said that the 8th prince had been drinking heavily every day since returning from the battlefield, so there was no need to wait for him. The Crown Prince took the opportunity to volunteer to go to war in the northwest and made a military order. The emperor agreed to his marriage request and decided to hold the wedding before he set off. He did not know that his success in quelling the war in the northwest in his previous life was entirely due to the help of the girl's family. After the princes left, the drunk 8th prince stumbled over. Unexpectedly, he easily unlocked the mechanism lock. The girl took the opportunity to ask the emperor to grant her a marriage with him. The emperor immediately agreed and set the wedding date 3 days later, the same day as the Crown Prince's wedding. Everyone mistakenly thought the girl was given to the Crown Prince as a concubine. When the sober 8th prince heard the news, he was heartbroken and drank heavily every day. He remembered the past with the girl when they were children and secretly cursed her for being ungrateful. Little did he know that the girl had always mistakenly believed that it was the Crown Prince who saved her life, and even made a mechanism bird by hand as a thank you gift. The Crown Prince's beloved woman played with the mechanism bird and scratched her face. The Crown Prince actually went to the girl's house to accuse her of intentional harm and demanded an apology. When the 8th prince heard the news, he immediately went to protect the girl. He publicly declared that no one was allowed to hurt her at all, then ignored the Crown Prince and carried her away. On the wedding day, the Crown Prince forced the girl to kowtow and apologize. The 8th prince came worriedly, but did not know that he was her fiancé. The girl publicly announced that she was going to marry the 8th prince. The Crown Prince tried to force her into the sedan chair. At this moment, the eunuch delivering the imperial edict arrived.